Holy Cross and Georgetown win to create a great matchup in football this weekend, and Patriot League teams gear up for Saturday's cross-country championships. All the highlights and previews ahead on this edition of Patriot League Roundup. Hello Patriot League fans, and welcome to another edition of Patriot League Roundup. Holy Cross and Georgetown football both picked up their second league wins of the season, setting up a great contest on Saturday in Worcester, Massachusetts. The winner will be in line to have a shot at the Patriot League title, and Holy Cross got this opportunity by surviving a low-scoring affair with Bucknell on Saturday. Let's go to Bucknell's Doug Birdsong for the call.
Here comes an inside handoff to Woods. He gets bunched up, drops the ball, and Bucknell jumps on it, I believe. Yes, it's Bison ball! Nick the holder, it's a good hold. The kick winds to the goal post to our left, has plenty of distance, and it is good! So Bucknell takes the fumble and gets points. Here is a shotgun snap to Taggart, throws down the backfield, and breaking a tackle down inside the Bucknell 20, down to the 15, down to the 12. 3rd and 5, Holy Cross at the Bucknell 5. Taggart out of the shotgun, straight drop back, stands in there as if he's a statue, throws it for a touchdown, Holy Cross. And Taggart takes the snap, pump fakes now, as all day, throws it deep in the end zone, man wide open. It's going to be intercepted this time by who else? Bryce Robertson. Taggart all out blitz. He has time. Now he's going to be sacked. He drops the ball. It's recovered by the Bison. 15th in the U.S. in total offense, and here comes the kick by Orth, and it is good. So Bucknell's Drew Orth, the only offense for the Bison. Gonna look to his right, throw it, man wide open, touchdown. They respect that time. He had been working the left side, now he works the middle. Here comes the blitz, yeah. And here's a long wobbly pass. It's gonna be picked off by Bucknell. He has some running room up the far sideline. Guess who it is? It's Bryce Robertson. He comes up to the 35 and gets dropped at the 37. Here is the first punt of the day for Holy Cross, and what a great one by Corey Page. Drives Robertson all the way back at his 35, makes a man miss at the 40, comes up the near sideline, puts on the brakes at the 42, sidesteps another man. He has some room at the 50, at the 40. He fumbles the ball, and he'll have to pick it up and drop on it at the 32. Here comes a quick snap. Wesley hands off to Smith. He battles to the 2. He scores 6. He stayed 30-yard field goal, the goal post to our right, and the ball is on the right hash mark for the right-footed kicker, and he'll wind it to the goal post to our right, and it will be good.
Bucknell forced 6 turnovers in the game, but the offense couldn't break the Crusader defense. Ryan Taggart threw for 380 yards and 2 scores in the win. Tyler Smith led the Bison with 96 yards rushing and a touchdown. Georgetown had an easier time picking up win number 2, routing the Colgate Raiders 40-17 on Saturday. The Hoyas did just enough on offense and sealed it with a 50-yard interception return for a touchdown by Robert McCabe early in the 4th. Brett Weiss kicked 4 field goals for the Hoyas. Lafayette's Andrew Shoup re-emerged as a passing threat over the weekend with a big win over Fordham, tossing for 259 yards and a touchdown. For the complete highlights, let's go to Lafayette Sports Network's Gary Laubach and Mike Joseph for the call.
Lafayette wants to stop them right here. They're going to go deep. They've got a man open, and that's going to be a touchdown. That will be a 45-yard touchdown pass to Greg Wilson. 1st and 10 from the 23. With the football is Griffin Murphy, and Griffin Murphy fumbles the football. I think Lafayette may have it. Shoup back, Shoup looking over the middle, and it's a touchdown. He averages 46.3 yards per punt. Oh my. That is like a shot off of his foot all the way back to the 8-yard line. And Safford will twist and turn. That's a nice run back. He fumbled, but Lafayette's on it. Although Fordham says they have it, and now the officials say they have it. From the 22-yard line, 1st and 10. Higgins back. Higgins fires and has his man down at the 3.
Draw right here to Whiting.
And in for the touchdown is Darrell Whiting. For Whiting, that's his first rushing touchdown of the year. Ross Sherman, the deep back. Sherman's going to get it. Get to the outside, look for a block. He got it, 50, 45, 40. Sherman, 35. He'll get knocked out of bounds on a good, strong run. And Shoup's going to run a draw play to Sherman. He'll get the first down and more. Sherman bursting through, and he was smelling the end zone. Sherman deserts the backfield. And a little wildcat, although they're using the quarterback. And getting into the end zone for the touchdown is Andrew Shute. The deserted backfield keeps the ball, something he hasn't done very often at all this year. Stepping out of a tackle is Darrell Whiting. Watch out, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Whiting down the sideline, and he finally will get tripped up on a touchdown-saving tackle by Tyler McFarland.
From the maybe bow it out more to the outside.
And I don't know. I don't think so.
The line of scrimmage.
Oh, not even close. They're a yard shy. So no gain. The Lafayette defense stiffens. Shute with a fake. He's got a man wide open. Downfield over the middle. It will go to Mark Ross. And Mark Ross will get all the way down. It's Hebron cutting back. Hebron stays on his feet. Hebron driving. He's in for the touchdown. What a terrific 5-yard run by Vaughn Hebron. Putu and Sherman running. Shute and O'Neal throwing. Wide open Kyle Hayes. Kyle Hayes, 45. Kyle Hayes looking for some blocks. And he's still on his feet. Kyle Hayes, that's been effective today. Flipping it out and looking to catch it is Mark Ross. Looks like they're going to go strong on the left side. And they give it and in. Diving in for the touchdown. Back to throw. Looking. Higgins. Touchdown. Get a first down or two and put this one away. Pat Putu. Putu. Whoa, what a move. Putu will go 39 yards. That will do it. Comes the handoff. Cutting up inside. Touchdown. Vaughn Hebron. I'll tell you, the poor Leopard. You know, he likes the Leopards to win like 14-10.
Poor Leopard indeed. Lafayette made him do 45 push-ups and all in the win. Pat Putu led the Leopards with 116 yards rushing, and Vaughn Hebron had 2 touchdowns. Fordham's Darrell Whiting finished with 128 yards rushing. All 7 teams will be back in action on Saturday with 3 league games. Colgate will host Lehigh at noon, and Holy Cross will host Georgetown at 1 p.m. Bucknell will travel to Lafayette at 6 p.m., and in non-league action, Fordham will play at Army. The cross-country championships will be on Saturday at Lehigh University with the Navy men and the Colgate women looking to defend their titles. Let's take a closer look at this weekend's pair of races. Lehigh University's Goodman campus will be the site of the 2011 Patriot League Championships this Saturday with the men's 8K race beginning at 11 a.m. and the women's 6K race beginning at noon. The Navy men's team has won 3 straight Patriot League championships and the last 2 individual titles thanks to graduated runner Andrew Hanko. Senior Cody Rome has been the mid's top runner all season, and he will be in the mix for the title with Lehigh's Evan Koske, the league's runner-up the last 2 seasons. Navy coach Alcantara knows the pressure is on.
There's always pressure on the defending champion, and Lehigh has a good #1 runner named Koske. We were fortunate enough to beat him last year with Hanko, but Hanko's gone. So, I'm being vague here, but we think we have a good chance.
Americans Craig Brown, who finished 3rd last season, and Colgate's Chris Johnson, who was 9th, will also challenge for the title this season. On the women's side, Colgate's Elise DeRue returns looking for her 3rd straight Patriot League individual title after leading the Raiders to their first team title in league history. Coach Laura Nardelli's squad was picked to finish first again, and she knows that anything can happen at the Patriot League Championships.
You know, we've been on both sides of it where we were picked to finish 7th or something. I mean, I think last year we were probably only picked to finish 6th or 7th and we won it. So, you know, to be picked to win is puts a little bit of pressure on maybe, but we're trying to just take it as a vote of confidence from the other people in the league and hopefully keep people on their toes a little bit and worrying about Colgate.
DeRue, who finished first last season with a time of 19 minutes and 17 seconds, was one of 4 Colgate runners to finish in the top 13. Chelsea Burns, who was the league runner-up last season, and Kendall Lyons, who was 13th, both returned for Colgate. DeRue is looking to become the 4th female runner to have won 3 Patriot League titles. American senior Octavia Reinhardt, last season's 4th place finisher, is looking for her first title, but the #1 challenger for DeRue looks to be Navy's Jess Palacio, who edged out DeRue at this season's pole short run. Lehigh's Catherine Pierce and Holy Cross's Paige Sutherland also will be in the mix for the championship. Prior to Saturday's 3-1 loss against Bucknell, American field hockey had only lost 1 league contest in the last 8 seasons. This weekend, Lafayette, which owns the other win over American, will look to keep the Eagles from holding the top seed in the tournament for the first time since 2002, the last time the Leopards posted an undefeated league record. A win this weekend would make Lafayette 5-0 and would deliver the Leopards home field advantage in the tournament.
See if she goes. Yes, they do. As Teller, oh my, first goal of the game. Brittany Blass lets it fly. Brittany Blass Big shot by Blass, and it's in the goal. 2 for 2 is Blass today. For Brittany Blass, let's see if they do it again this way. No, a little bit different wrinkle. There's a shot, and it's deflected in. Oh, yes! Solo effort and a shot that was unstoppable.
The loss still clinched a tournament berth for the Mountain Hawks as Colgate defeated Holy Cross 3-1 and American fell 3-1 to Bucknell. Colgate and Bucknell will battle for the final playoff spot while Lehigh will look to secure the 3rd seed with a game at Holy Cross. Both those games will be at 11 a.m. while Lafayette will host American at noon on Saturday. Colgate women's soccer won 2-0 over Lafayette on Friday to take control of the top spot in the league. Navy beat Army 3-2 and Bucknell shut out Lehigh 1-0.
Bucknell's favor, that's a great opportunity.
Goal.
And a goal! The Bison able to get this one underway here. What a play that time.
Holy Cross and American also tied at 1-1. On Sunday, Colgate moved to 4-0-2 on the season with 14 points in a 2-1 win over Lehigh, eliminating the defending champions from the playoffs. Army clinched a playoff spot with a 3-0 win over American, and Lafayette did too, despite falling 2-1 in overtime to Bucknell. Navy blanked Holy Cross 3-0. Navy will travel to Bucknell in a key battle for 4th place, while Lehigh will travel to Holy Cross and American will play at Colgate. And depending on the outcome of Saturday's American-Colgate match, Lafayette could get the chance to win the number 1 seed with a win Sunday at Army. American, Colgate, and Lehigh men's soccer are all separated by 2 points at the top of the league standings after Saturday's results. Lehigh toppled Holy Cross 4-1, while Colgate scored the game winner in double overtime against Lafayette to win 1-0. Navy handed American its first league loss of the season 2-1, and Army edged Bucknell by the same score. Lehigh can take over the number 1 spot when the Mountain Hawks travel to Washington, D.C. to play American on Saturday, and Colgate will be in the mix for that top spot when it hosts Bucknell at 4 p.m. Holy Cross and Navy will also play Saturday at 7 p.m. On Sunday, Army will host Lafayette. In women's volleyball, the top 4 teams continue to separate themselves from the rest, especially American and Army, who each went 2-0 last weekend. Army and American each won 3-0 decisions on Friday, as did Bucknell, and Lehigh blanked Holy Cross 3-0. Holy Cross turned the tables and won 3-0 against Lafayette on Sunday, and Colgate shut out Navy 3-0. American also scored a 3-0 win over Bucknell, and Army defeated Lehigh 3-1. Each team will play just 1 league match over the weekend, with Colgate and Bucknell battling for the number 3 spot at 4 p.m. on Saturday. Lehigh and Lafayette and Navy and American will each square off on Friday, while Holy Cross will travel to Army on Sunday. That is our show for this week. Remember to log on over the weekend and catch all the highlights from the Patriot League Cross Country Championships. We'll also be previewing field hockey and women's soccer championships next week, so log on to patriotleague.com over the weekend to see who's in and who's out of the tournaments. Enjoy all the games this weekend, and happy Halloween.